What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another video. And as you guys know by now, one of the main objectives for the Cleveland Browns heading into this offseason is to find a number two pass rusher to complement Myles Garrett, because let's be honest, when Myles Garrett was out of the game, whether it was because of injury or illness, we didn't really get much out of the pass rush department last season, other than Olivier Vernon turning up out of nowhere and getting 9 sacks. The dude was pretty much MIA for the first part of the season, and then that Raider game happened. Myles got hurt, and all of a sudden, Olivier Vernon realized he had to put the pass rush on his back, and from that point on, he turned up, and then he got hurt. So yeah. Now, heading into next season, we got Myles, we got Claiborne, we got Curtis Weaver coming in too. Don't forget about him. And then Port Augustin. Now, if you're wondering, who I think we could be looking at, I mean, you're going to have Melvin Ingram, possibly. He's probably going to be a name that you're going to hear a lot of. Yannick Ngakoue, a guy who I kind of wanted, last season, whether it was in free agency or before the trade deadline when the Vikings were looking to possibly trade him. Same thing with Everson Griffin. But now, word on the street is J.J. Watt wants out of Houston. If that's legit, I don't know if it is. I haven't heard anything much. I mean, Bleacher Report posted a tweet earlier today saying that J.J. Watt has possibly played his last season in Houston. I mean, if he does want out and Houston is willing to trade for him, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Andrew Berry at least inquired about it. Call him up and see what it would take to bring J.J. Watt to Cleveland. Now, I already know people are going to see the title of this video and they're going to be like, crazy dog, there's no way in hell the freaking Browns are doing this. I mean, the dude's 32 years old. He's had an injury history. He's making $17.5 million next season. And by the way, this is also the last year of his contract. But I believe that money is not guaranteed. So, if we do pull the trigger and trade for JJ, of course, that would put JJ in the same division as his brothers. So he would be able to face his brother's team twice a year. Of course, Derek and TJ are on the Steelers, so he would have the opportunity to beat up on their quarterback, probably Big Ben, twice a year. I'm sure he would love to beat his brothers twice a year. Get a little, bragging rights in the family, right? Yeah. But, yeah, I think money would be one of the big factors in this one. If we could pull the trigger and then talk to JJ, maybe have him, convert some of that into guaranteed money to lessen the blow on our cap space, because obviously we got to sign some guys to extension soon. Denzel, Nick Chubb, Baker Mayfield, whether people like it or not, he will get an extension. Trust me, there's no way we're not extending Baker. I know that's going to trigger a lot of people, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, for the right price, I would do it. I've heard it could take like a mid-round pick or something. But, we need a pass rusher to complement Myles. And you bring in J.J. Watt, he would definitely get opportunities to get to the quarterback, because, if you're an offensive coordinator game planning against our defense with Myles and J.J. on the ends, who are you going to double team? You can't double team them both. It's impossible. I mean, you could, but that would leave the interior offensive line, pretty much against Larry O or Andrew Billings or Sheldon Richardson or whoever else we bring in, Jordan Elliott too. If we even keep Larry O. I don't even know if we're going to keep him. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play for us next year. He's a free agent, so we'll see. But, you're going to put your interior offensive line against our interior defensive line. That's a risk. Honestly, I think teams are probably going to they would probably try to double team Myles, simply because Myles is a straight up monster. But then you would leave JJ one-on-one. That's a bad choice. I don't know how they would do it, but I mean, for the right price, would I do it? Yeah, I would. For the right price. I mean, Houston seems like they're just trying to, maybe rebuild a little bit, mid round pick or whatever. See what happens. But if you ask me, something tells me JJ Watt is not going anywhere. He loves Houston and Houston loves him. Well, at least the fans do anyway, Oh boy, but I'm sure the organization loves him, but I don't know if that's mutual, But yeah, we'll see what develops with this situation. If I hear more about this, again, I haven't really heard from JJ himself. Like, I haven't seen anything from JJ or JJ Watt's like camp saying that he wants out. It's just Bleacher Report saying that he might have played his last snap as a Texan. We'll see what happens, but if he is available, I would love to see Andrew Berry at least kick the tires and see what it would take to bring him to Cleveland. Because you put JJ across from Miles, and that would be a lethal duo, And it wouldn't put as much pressure on JJ because he would have another absolute beast on the other side. And that would be an absolute nightmare for opposing offenses, especially when you have Sheldon Richardson, and I'm going to guess Andrew Billings if we don't keep Larry in the interior. Like, imagine a front four of Miles, Sheldon, Andrew Billings, and JJ Watt. Okay. All right. But yeah, that cap number is scary though for JJ. 17.5 million. Oh. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And yeah, as always, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell so you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll be live tomorrow for Cavs and Timberwolves. Hope you guys tune in. It'll be a lot of fun. But that's going to be it for this video. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Shout out to my dog pound brothers as always. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.